Hi guys, I'm going to touch on a bit of news super fast and then get right to what the title suggests, mods. I am Scott, and this is NachoCast.
Hi, Scott!
Okay, first of all, this walking around the planet business is complete nonsense. A leaker walked for like 30 minutes in one direction and apparently hit an invisible wall. Then a screen popped up that said A, open your map, or B, go back to your ship. People are jumping to the conclusion that you have to go back to your ship and fly to the next tile without even acknowledging that there's an option A, open your map. Well, first of all, I'm not walking for 30 minutes on any empty planet in any direction regardless. But what would be cool is if you open your map, load the next tile, then Vasco flies your ship over to you, like to the center of that next tile. Like if you saw your ship flying overhead and landing off in the distance. But I'm just speculating that that would look cool, and nothing about this is going to make or break the game. So who cares? Next, have you seen this Imagine Dragons video? It literally gave me goosebumps. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not a huge fan of Imagine Dragons, but I've been a long-time fan of the song Radioactive, probably for my love of the Fallout series. Who knows? Maybe it'll make it into the TV show. It's not gonna be in the TV show. I know. Finally, it is confirmed that Starfield will have a Game Plus mode. If you don't know what Game Plus is, it's when you finish the main storyline, you can do a second playthrough and take all of your stats with you. Meaning if you end the game with a level 50 character, you can start a new one with a level 50 character. Now this was important to me because it helped me decide on how I want to do my first playthrough. Everybody wants to be a pirate or a smuggler, but going up against the mighty UC military with a low-level character might not be the greatest of ideas.
You're gonna have a bad time.
So on my first playthrough, I think I'll join Constellation and the UC, enjoy the main story, then on my second playthrough, I'll go the bad guy route with a higher level character. Incidentally, it has been confirmed that as a UC operative, there's a spy or a double agent quest line with the Crimson Fleet, so at least I'll get to experience a little taste of that on the first time around. Now, let's talk about mods, bitches!
I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
We all know that mod support has been confirmed. In past Bethesda titles, the creation kit has typically come out around 6 months after the launch of the game. However, Starfield is a little different in that respect. Todd Howard has said that he wanted to release Starfield back in late 2021, but Microsoft postponed it until now. That being said, the creation kit might very well be complete, and they're just waiting for the right time, so fingers crossed. I know a handful of guys who are excited, if not more so, to mod Starfield as they are to play it. A close friend of mine who is a coder with extensive experience in 3D modeling said I need to brush up on my Blender skills. He then went on to tell me that within the next year or two we can expect 3D modeling AI. Think of Midjourney, which creates artwork except for 3D models. That means completely custom assets. And a new friend of mine, you might know him as Cypher99, is digging through the game files as I speak. Keep an eye on the comments section to hear what he finds. We did chat briefly about HOTUS, which is flight stick and throttle control. So he's going to look into that, which got me thinking about mods that don't require the creation kit. I'm sure you've all heard about the modder who promised a DLSS mod within a week or two of the game's release. If not, let me quickly explain. Bethesda and AMD teamed up to immediately release FSR support for AMD graphics cards. It was kind of an exclusivity deal. Well, Modder Pure Dark has said that you can download his DLSS mod for a price. However, AMD recently said Bethesda is free to work with Nvidia on DLSS support, so if you don't want to pay that price, if you don't want DLSS immediately, maybe wait a week or two? Personally, I'm looking forward to adding assets to the Outpost menu that aren't immediately available. For example, buildings and signs from New Atlantis and Aquila City. I'd also like to see space station building and underwater structures. And with the confirmation of a mech graveyard left over from the Colony Wars, you can be sure someone is going to animate one of those bad boys and have us walking around planets like King fucking Kong.
Oh, yeah!
But I want to hear in the comments what's on the top of your mod wish list. Chatting with you guys is my favorite part about making these videos. And I know you're sitting there thinking, how can I thank Scott for taking the time to do all this? Might I suggest naming your firstborn child Scott?
Stop being a dick, Scott!
I know it's easy to skip past, I'm guilty of it too, but likes and subscriptions go a really long way for a new channel. Also, if you want to join me in the live stream of the game tomorrow, set your notifications. I'll be streaming every day for the next 2 weeks. I sincerely appreciate you guys. Until tomorrow, peace.